Myself being emotional about shit that I usually don't care about, and then sitting there and putting I don't even know.
So
there's just a lot that.
So essentially, you're getting more in touch with your feminine section.
Well, no, I'm just trying to sit there because I journal a lot, like I said. So I sit there and I write it down, and I reflect on it, and I'm like, that is. Because I read it later on, and then I'm like.
Well, in all honesty, I've always figured for me personally, it's best to see things in front of me. I figure if I can slow myself down and stop overthinking, because literally my biggest problem is overanalyzing the situation. Am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Oh shit, what did I do wrong? Am I doing it right? Like, give me constant reassurance that I'm doing this right. And if I can just tell myself, stop, you got this, it's the confidence, and confidence is key, because literally that's why when you're doing sports and shit like that, if you get really big into competitive, people master trash talking, because once you get in somebody's head, like, oh shit, you talk shit about my mama, you talk shit about my kids, you talk shit about me. Like, some people get better when they get pissed, but most people just turn out shitty because they're like blind rage furious. Like, I want to beat your ass and stuff. I want to beat your ass in this game. And then some people like go ahead, motherfucker, say what you want. I ain't even hear a single word. Motherfucker, you trash talk. Well, you trash talking. I practice being deaf. I don't know what the fuck you say. This game is what I am here to play. I'm gonna destroy you on the field, and that's what's gonna say compared to you trash talking and then losing. See, actions speak, words just distract. That's why I try to act instead of interact, because, it's so easy to get lost in what people say instead of what people do. But sometimes it's also easy to get lost in what people do instead of what they say. So it's just trying to figure out where that perfect correlation is. And it's just trying to figure out that sweet spot. But it's really just figuring out who's good for you and who's just good for the moment. And journaling, I feel like, makes it a lot easier because you're writing the experiences that you've had. And for you, at first, it just might be a passing thought. But if you write it down and something similar to that thought that happens later on in life just kind of makes you have that deja vu moment. Like, literally, I learned manifestation in the weirdest way possible. And I've learned that everything's interconnected in the weirdest way possible. I learned that if you pay attention, everything that you've said throughout the day will come to fruition throughout the day. It's just remembering what you were saying when you start the day. Because I said I wanted to see someone before I went to work. Bam, here I am sitting with you. I said I wanted to get some Christmas shopping done. Bam, I got that shit done today. Honestly, inside my head, I was thinking I need to get gas, but I was just thinking, you know what? I could get gas before I go to work, because I was just thinking I'm just gonna go home, relax, and go to work. Turns out I get home, my roommate ended up wanting to go somewhere, so I'm just like, so I'm like, give me a minute. I end up going upstairs, grabbing some money because I end up having to get one more gift. And I end up walking up to get that gift. Took my roommate to where she wanted to go. She ended up getting that belt that she wanted. Well, she actually needed because she ain't no belt, something like that. Girl, you ain't got no belt. But she ended up needing a new belt. So we ended up spending like an hour and a half walking through there. So she figured out her belt situation, stuff like that. And then we come back and I'm just like, son bitch, because that's about like quarter of a tank dropping rapidly. I'm like, yeah, I still gotta go to work, and I don't know what the fuck tonight's gonna entail. So I figured, you know what? I also got shit to do tomorrow. It's gonna require some driving. So I figure, get the gas now, nigga. So I was like, fuck it. Well, I'm out and about. I might as well, because you know what? I said I was going to need gas, so let's go to a gas station so we can fill up the car and not have to worry about it. So we don't have to think how far. Yay. Destination, safety, security, ain't got to worry no more. But just knowing what you have to do ahead of time makes it a lot easier and makes you less stressful. It's trusting your gut, it's trusting your intuition, it's knowing that you know what's going to happen, and understanding and understanding that you don't have to know why you know, just know that you know. Which irritates the shit out of me, because I know that I know. It's just I question myself and I'm like, nigga, we knew this was gonna happen. Yeah, shut the fuck up, bitch. I know, but just in case. It's
kind of like you should have listened to yourself moment.
Yeah, like, you ever heard of Tom McDonald?
No.
Oh, shit. He got this new song that's titled Best Rapper Alive, and just the music video itself is just so in your face. How I feel like I argue with myself. It's like me and another person both me's, but that's literally how he starts the video. It's him and the demonic version of him. It's like, arguing with himself, and I'm just like, yes, like him and F. I wish Eminem would have done that more, but literally, it's just understanding that you either learn to fight your demons until the day you die, or you learn to get along with your demons. I get along with mine, for the most part.
Yeah. I get it. Hmm. Well, I can't like fully understand your experience because I'm not you, but I can like sympathize.
You can only understand to the limits that you've been through, and even then, everybody else interacts with emotions differently. So, to say you understand me is to the only limits that you can understand other people, which makes it very hard to get people that don't understand anything to understand anything, because it's like, I am not you and you are not me. There are some disconnections that you have that I don't. So, how can I teach you something that can't be taught because it's something that you have to get? Like, I don't know if there's any genetic way to fix emotional detachment. Like, maybe there's
That's something
medications
you have
for
to
it.
take upon yourself, though.
Yeah, and if you don't
You
want to
gotta
do
fight
it,
that
then you're
shit.
never going to fix yourself. I feel like, to me, I feel like acid's like the super drug, but it's just if you can handle it. Like, it's like a Tetris game to me most times in my head. It's like, where do all these pieces fit? How do they fit? And when is it all going to collapse so it fits perfectly?
I'm gonna let that soak in for a minute. Damn. Hold on.
Because once it all falls down, it gives you a clean slate to start again. But just because everything falls down, it doesn't mean there's a mess in front of you. It just means now you have a clean board to play with. Because the same people won't play you if you don't allow them to. You are the decider of who's in your life. Just because they're related to you doesn't mean they're close to you. I've learned this because I'm adopted. So for me, it's like, yeah, we're family, but there's no blood to us. So the ties are just words, and it's respect and it's loyalty. But if there's no respect and loyalty, then, well, there's no blood. But for some people, it's like, but we're blood related. I'm just like, to be honest, I don't give a flip what anybody says or how society would treat me. If my
Yeah.
children were the absolute piece of shit scum of the world, I would try as a parent, as a decent human being, to try to fix my kids, try to do the best, try to do whatever I could. But if I realize that they are choosing to do wrong by themselves, they don't even want to help themselves, shit like that, I'm just going to disown them and be like, you might be my blood, but you are not my child, because a child of mine would never give up this easy. A child of mine would never do this. A child of mine would not be like this. A child of mine would always try to learn and advance himself. Why are you being so destructive and toxic? There is no way you are related to me. You just share seed and you just share blood, but there is no attachment to us. Because if you really believe in reincarnation, then shouldn't you also believe that the fact that the souls that are reincarnated won't always be the exact same family that you had the last life and the last life and the last life? So eventually the enemies that you had in previous lives may be the sibling that you didn't want. Hence why some siblings don't get along. And I could understand that. Like, why the fuck do you hate me so much? That's because in the past lives, motherfucker, we were always at war, you cocksucker son of a bitch. And one of the lives, you stole my girlfriend. In another life, you killed my son. In another life, another life, another life. And because every time we're reincarnated, we forget it, but our souls, technically speaking, don't. Which is why I feel like we get these connections with strangers that don't feel like strangers because we've met them before. It's just like, hi,
The same
I've
soul,
never
right?
seen you before, the human tusk. But the soul's like, yo, what's up, bro? Shit, what's cracking? Damn, man, what took us so long to meet? Shit, yeah, I've been trying to maneuver my tusk too. Like, somehow I finally got him to you, and you got yours to me. Shit. Hopefully the humans can get along, but if not, man, shit, we on a different plane. We could always hang.
For real. I
But
like that. God, dude.
But it's just like, if you believe in reincarnation, that I could believe the fact that you don't love me because you are not somebody that is supposed to be in my life. You just happen to be close to me.
Have you heard about that theory about, well, I don't think it's a theory, because I believe in reincarnation too, but about how like you reincarnate with like your soul family, how like you reincarnate like as different roles, like maybe the person that was your
Oh,
mother may have been
what
like
you're saying
your
is everybody
son and
switches
shit.
around.
Yeah, because and even my uncle, he believes in that, and he read like all types of books on it or whatever.
I could almost believe that 'cause if that's the case, I for sure was not one of the kids. I'm definitely like the father, the uncle. Like I'm definitely one of the adults, because that would also explain the whole entire fact of the old soul shit.
Do you have like any characteristics
Characteristics.
yes, about you that like make you like give you hints about your past lives? Like,
To be honest, I couldn't tell you aside from my murderous intent. I'm just like, I don't know if that's my like past lives, if that's the monster in me, or if it's just like I've had deja vu moments, but it's not like something where I'm just like, okay. Now I'm actually thinking about it. There's a couple times I look at my hands, I'm just like, why the fuck do I feel like I'm white? There have been times I've thought I was a white person at one point in time, and there's been a couple times I thought I was a woman at some point in time.
yeah.
Like, if I sit back and think about it, I can remember things that I'm feeling like I'm probably not supposed to. And the fact that it's just so hard to open up and talk to certain people, it's because they're just like, you're fucking crazy. Okay. Understanding that I'm not crazy. Just for a second. Let's say that I'm not, because I know I'm not. It's crazy. Because remember when the people used to complain and say that the government was doing this and doing that? And I can't remember what the first big government conspiracy was, but every time someone complained about government conspiracy, 30 years later, the shit turned out to be true, but people still wouldn't bat an eye against it. And I'm just questioning, why is it, if it's still figured out to be true, we still choose to believe that people up there are trying to help us, even though we've had countless situations where it's like, yeah, they're that toxic boyfriend / girlfriend that looks real good, but they don't do anything good for us. And nobody's going to help us aside from us, but we're just too distracted to even give a fuck. Well, too divided, essentially.
I was talking to my cousin about fucking that shit. I was like, yeah, and out here, like, I don't even, like, care for, like, a relationship right now. Like, of course I don't come in my life when they come in my life, and, like, fuck it. I know how to love, so whatever, but...
That's the worst part, like, knowing how to love, but trying to find people that know how to love like you.
Exactly,
And them
like,
wanting to
loyalty
change
and...
you, and you're just like, but I just want to be happy with the way you are, but they want to change you. It's like, bitch.
You can't.
Oh, no. Like, the point is...
That's why I'm saying, like, I accept people for fucking who they are. That's why, like, I don't consider you fucking crazy. Like, I like your energy and shit. Like, I don't know you completely, but for what I fucking seen and, like, you're kind of open about shit. But, like, I do dig it and shit. And I don't fucking judge. Because we all have our ways and we all are built how we're built and we can't change that shit, so.
It's true, the uniqueness is what makes us perfect. We're taught to be divided. We're taught that if you don't look like this model image, you don't fit and you cannot be with us. You cannot sit with us. You cannot associate with us. Please start looking like us or we will keep disassociating with you. We will keep exiling you. We will keep not giving a fuck about you. But it's like, wait a second. My difference is what can help us conquer the issues that we have. Me knowing things differently is what can help us as a whole get over things. Me understanding me, learning me, being me, because you are you, is what allows us to grow and be a better as a whole humanity. Because I feel like if we all just thought the exact same way, nothing new would ever happen. No new inventions, nothing new, innovative. There wouldn't be any new types of cars, new types of shoes, because everybody would have that same basic thought process. Ooh, let's say everybody just thinks blue looks awesome. Only blue. What type of blue? Navy blue. Only navy blue shit. That means navy blue shirts, pants, shoes, everything just like that. And that's how everybody thinks favorite color. And that's just crazy to think that people want to be so like-minded. Like, nah, motherfucker. Like, the more different you are, as long as you aren't destructive and toxic, the more I want to talk to you. Because I feel like it's like learning a subject essentially in school. Like, if it's an interesting enough subject, shit, I'm gonna spend time with you. And as long as you're not damaging yourself and damaging me, nigga, yeah, what the fuck? What do I gotta lose aside from time? What do I have to gain? Great memories and laughter, hopefully.
Yeah, some people think that fucking toxic shit is cute, but that shit's draining and I grew up, see, like, you already know, I fucking talked about that when we first started hanging out. That shit.
Shit, that's my childhood too. Like, I feel like the people that are always ahead are only ahead because they spent so much time in their head because at home they never felt safe. So, what's a safe place when at school no one understands them? At home where they're supposed to be cared for and taken care of, nobody does that. So, it's like, if I don't care about myself, then I'm not going to get anything done. And I'm still trying to learn how to do the basic stuff while doing advanced stuff at home and at school. And I'm too stupid to go to school, but I'm too advanced to be at home. It's just, what do I do if I'm always alone?
Yeah. I couldn't imagine, like, being alone, though. Well, I could get used to it and just be there for myself and be my second-hand man, but, like, I couldn't imagine just me. What the fuck?
Honestly, I don't think it's too bad, personally, because every time my roommate leaves, I'm just like, it's not too bad. Like, if I was more financially stable, like, I think I could definitely live alone 100%. And I'd maybe have a girl over every once in a great while, but at the same time, I wouldn't be like trying to get a girl to fuck over. It'd be like a girl that could actually hang on a vibe and chill with. Just be like, yo, can we sit on the couch and like just like we ain't even gotta sit on the same couch, but just like sit, talk, chill, or some shit like that. Compared to, all right, can we fuck and then can you leave because my erection left and I don't want nothing else from you. Like, I'd literally just be vibing in my own space because, I don't know, I just feel like I've always just been independent. Like, it's hard for me to connect with others. It's hard for me to, like, for as easy as it is for me to communicate, it's still hard for me to talk to people.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to say because, like, you're so sociable. Yeah, you're right. I'm a great fucking performer, aren't I? Should get a fucking Oscar, motherfucker.
Be like, but don't ask me anything because I'll get fucking anxiety and don't know what to say.
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's just
that's me.
For me, I'm just trying to figure out, depending on the scenarios, like, oh shit, so-and-so I can only say this to. So it's code switching, knowing what I can say to, who I can say it to.
Because you can't trust all people with all information because you don't know what people are going to do.
Yeah, you either got to half-ass it, razzle-dazzle. I'm not lying, it's all truthful. It's just where I put fuck, I said,
Some things aren't just meant to be said.
Yeah,
that's why you sit there and I just don't fucking, like me, I just stop fucking opening up to certain people. Like, if I first met you and then we sit there and, like, I know, like, I feel your energy and shit, and then I sit there and I'm like, can I open up? Do I feel comfortable yet? And then I'll sit there and start talking about subjects that I know, like, I'm comfortable talking about. But with you, like, you just started, like, we were both like, started talking deep shit, and we both started like, oh yeah, and I sat there and I've literally been like hoping, like praying, fucking manifesting for fucking people to like me that can come into my life and shit. So yeah,
and it worked. See, like, I tried teaching my coworkers that during the summertime, and like I understood the concept, obviously.
Yeah.
But I got them to understand it once we... Oh, Lord, Lordy. We literally manifested the shit out of the... Now, we were having issues with our boss's rubber machine, and I don't know what the fuck it was originally, but that shit just sucked so bad. We just kept saying... The guys just kept saying, like, I hope it breaks. I'm like, guys... You know this shit could really happen, right? Like, if y'all just really say that, I'm like, I literally really had a course, like there's 6 of us. I'm like, all right, ready? 1, 2, 3. I hope it breaks. I hope it breaks. I hope it... We were just like singing that shit. I'm just like, give it some time. Like, I swear this works. Just give it 3 or 4 months, and it will be broken. And 3 to 4 months, it was broken. It literally was. I think your mom's trying to get your attention. Or was.
I don't fucking know.
Confused.
I don't got my fucking glasses.
I don't know.
That looks like Kylie.
That look like... Is Kylie heavier set?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Girl, how would you know? Don't you got memory?
Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, that might be her mom, but like I don't got my glasses on, so I'm like.
I swear it was your mom because she had a gray shirt and she looked like your mom from earlier. Or was that not your mom that was out here earlier?
I think I don't know. I don't got my glasses. All I saw was a fucking blob, and I'm sitting here like.
She is the same lady that was out here earlier.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Okay then, girl. We figured out the mystery.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But I feel like you got your phone on you, so I guess you could always call once that shit died. Blah 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 blah.
Okay. Oh man. I'm about to go lay down.
Okay.
Yeah, they want me to come in and shit. I told her, I was like, I might just go out there and talk for a minute. I just need to vent and shit.
Understandable.
Thank you.
Not a problem. I figure a good conversation beats cutting your wrist anyways.
Yeah.
Don't fall! Going inside.
Go inside. Okay, oh god.
Have fun, be safe, don't get lost.
I won't.
Go forward.